The crosswalk light flickered green, but no one moved. A cane tapped against concrete. Logan Howell, 63, stepped forward, his eyes blind to the headlights. Then came the shout, the stun of electricity, and the silence that broke a town. Rain slicked the streets of Asheville that morning. Logan tapped his cane across the crosswalk, his army jacket frayed at the cuffs. He had learned to count the seconds of the walk signal, to trust the rhythm of his steps. But a patrol car rolled up fast, tires spitting water. Two officers stepped out, suspicion etched in their eyes. "Hey, step back," one barked. Logan froze, cane hovering. "I'm blind, sir. Just crossing." But before his words could land, a crackling pop split the air. His body jerked, collapsed on the wet pavement, cane skittering into the gutter. Logan lay trembling, his mind flickering back to Iraq, to nights when he was Sergeant Howell guiding his men through smoke and sand. Now he was just another body mistaken for trouble. A woman in a red raincoat rushed forward. "He's blind. Can't you see?" The crowd swelled at the curb, murmurs turning to angered. In the distance came a rumble. Engines, heavy rolling thunder that grew louder with every heartbeat. Dozens of motorcycles rounded the corner, chrome glinting. Hell's Angels, North Carolina chapter. The bikes slowed, circling the intersection like steel guardians. From the lead Harley dismounted Jack Bear Maddox, broad shoulders, silver beard, tattoos curling down his arms. He crouched low. "He's one of ours." The taller officer cleared his throat. "Step back, sir. This is police business." But Bear didn't move. He lifted Logan's cane from the gutter. This man carried more honor in his blind eyes than you'll ever wear on that badge. He placed the cane back into Logan's trembling hand. Within minutes, Hell's Angels filled the intersection, row after row, engines idling like a heartbeat. Their presence alone was louder than sirens. The woman in the red raincoat stepped forward again. "He's a veteran. He's blind, and you tossed him for crossing the road." Logan tilted his head, listening to the vibrations. For years, he had walked alone. But now the road itself seemed to belong to him. One officer reached for his radio, but Bear's voice cut through. "Call your backup if you want. We'll be here." The crowd had swelled now, phones held high. Not to watch violence, but to witness justice without words. Logan smiled faintly. "I was just counting. 7 minutes. That's how long I lay on that ground." One biker placed his vest across the blind man's shoulders as if to crown him with belonging. The taller officer stepped forward. "You're obstructing an investigation." Bear stood slowly. "You shocked a blind man on a crosswalk. What more are you looking for?" Logan tapped his cane once. "I don't need trouble. Just respect. That's all I ever wanted." Thunder cracked from the line of bikes revving in unison. A little girl walked forward, placing a small American flag into Logan's palm. "My grandpa was in the army, too." Logan's hand shook as he gripped the flag, his cloudy eyes welling with tears. Bear steadied the flag between them. The woman in the red raincoat raised her voice. "We saw what happened. Every one of us." Bear leaned close to Logan. "What do you want, brother?" Logan paused, breathing deep. "I want to finish crossing the road." The light turned green. The bikers moved first, blocking every lane. Bear guided Logan step by step, each tap of the cane echoing louder than the taser ever had. When they reached the other side, the crowd erupted in reverent silence. More sirens pierced the mist. Backup had arrived. Bear spread his arms wide. "No one here's looking for trouble, but we don't run from it either." Logan held the flag high. "I fought for this country. I'll stand for it, too." The new sergeant approached slowly. His eyes landed on Logan. He turned toward the original officers. "You tossed him." The crowd erupted. The sergeant raised his hand, calling for quiet. He walked to Logan, removing his cap. "Sir, I am sorry. You deserved better." Logan trembled. "All I wanted was to walk across a road. That's all." The sergeant nodded. "And we failed you. Keep those phones rolling. Let the truth be seen." The taller officer clenched his fists. "They're criminals, thugs." The sergeant turned. "The only crime today was yours." Logan raised his head. "Son, I lost my eyes in battle, so people like you could see clearer. Don't waste that gift." The bikers began to dismount, shaking Logan's hand. The sergeant escorted the two officers back to their car. When the cruisers pulled away, the engines sounded like applause. Bear led Logan to a bench. The crowd thinned, but dozens stopped to shake his hand. A young man knelt before him. "My dad served too, but he never came home." Thank you, sir. Logan reached out. Your father's gift is still alive in you. Night crept in. The bikers remained, scattered in small groups. Logan leaned back, listening. He could hear laughter now, not tension. The woman in the red raincoat appeared again. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. Logan shook his head. You did what mattered. You saw me. Bear was the last to leave, gripping Logan's hand. You ever need us, brother? You just tap that cane on the road. We'll hear it. Logan chuckled softly. All these years, I thought the road was something I had to cross alone. Turns out it was waiting for me. The next morning, Logan returned to the crosswalk. This time, no officer shouted, no taser cracked. Cars stopped willingly. He was no longer just the blind man with the cane. He was the veteran who had turned a road into a battleground of dignity. Sometimes it takes 7 minutes to lose everything. And sometimes 7 minutes is all it takes to gain the world back again.